with each of them. And it's not happening. It's not happening.
In the weeks and months after the Costa Concordia disaster, many passengers reported signs of trauma.
The first month was hell for me. Almost every night I was having nightmares, especially of the deck, as I was waiting there a few hours, waiting to get in. Sometimes I dream with my family that we're all running for our lives.
But the fine print of the passengers' tickets severely limits compensation offered by Costa.
There's a huge page of terms and conditions, actually 2 pages. It's like a newspaper.
I lost everything on that boat. I lost laptops, I lost cameras, I lost memories. They offered me 11,000 euros, and that was supposed to release them from everything and anything that has to do with this accident. I cannot ask for more than this.
11,000 euros, about $14,000, is the minimum compensation under international law when a ship is abandoned. The Ananias family were also offered 11,000 euros.
They were forced to do that.
It wasn't out of the goodness of their heart, let's put it that way.
Right. And what has put the passengers at a really disadvantage is that Costa Cruise Lines has a very, very tight contract. They have limitations as to what they'll pay even for the death of a person.
That limit is $71,000 for death and injury, as spelled out in an international convention. But many experts believe Costa could pay more than $71,000 in this instance. James Walker, a maritime lawyer, says any potential cruise ship passenger needs to examine the terms and conditions listed on the ticket.
There's a number of surprises, if not outright shocks, contained in the fine legal print, the legal mumbo-jumbo. The cruise lines have had their defense lawyers draft every conceivable protection of the cruise line to limit the ability of injured passengers to pursue their remedies.
Such contracts make it very difficult to bring a lawsuit in an American court where compensation would likely be much higher, even if the ship is American-owned.
The reports from the survivors of the Costa Concordia do not inspire confidence.
Senator Rockefeller was highly critical of the industry at a hearing in March when he clashed with the CEO of the Cruise Lines International Association.
Carnival actually paid no U.S. corporate taxes at all in 2011. Do you have a comment on that?
Again,
you think that's right?
I can only say that...
You're here representing your industry.
I'm here representing...
Do you think that's right, or do you think that if I'm right, do you think that that's right that happened?
I think what is appropriate is that the cruise industry pays its taxes based on the current laws.
I think the cruise ships are getting away with a lot, and they're not paying taxes, and their ships are registered in other countries where they can, get cheaper labor than they pay no taxes in this country, or virtually no taxes in this country.
Carnival is incorporated in Panama, Royal Caribbean in Liberia, and Princess Cruises in Bermuda, even though their headquarters are in Florida, a source of contention for Rockefeller. From 2004 to 2011, Carnival paid just 1.1% in federal, state and foreign taxes, yet recorded $11.3 billion in profits. But Bud Dar of the Cruise Lines International Association says no matter where a boat is registered, all lines have to follow the international rules of the sea. But he concedes there are tax advantages to registering outside the United States.
Are there some fees and taxation considerations that go into that? Certainly. We pay a wide array of fees, duties, and we pay all of the taxes that we are required to pay.
Senator Rockefeller says the industry is piloting its boats right through legal loopholes.
They don't reimburse the Coast Guard. They don't pay taxes, which would help for these 20 federal agencies which are watching over them. They always say safety is their emphasis. I've never quite believed that. I think the bottom line is their emphasis.